Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Quarantine Chronicles by Appetit, presented by Live Well Cannabis and Live Nation Colorado. Obviously, there's no concerts going on, but they have concerts on their website. Go to livenation.com. They have a little couch tour going on. And for those in Colorado that are looking for bud, there's locations all across the state. Live Well is taking all the precautions you need to make sure that you are safe when purchasing your essential goods. So check out Live Well's website to find the nearest location for you. Today we are coming to you with Chef Paul Reilly, proprietor of Beast and Bottle, Coperta, and Coperta Pizza Kitchen inside of Broadway Market. He is recently an author, a penned author, so we're going to sit down and talk to him a little bit about the pandemic, how things are going on his home front, everything under the sun. And then there's also a little bit of homemade baking in there. We didn't edit it out because Paul in his natural state's a hoot. We like to try to support these restaurants as best we can, so we ask that you do the same. Check out our websites. Our friend New Denzian has a great list on her website for those that need to find out locations for takeout and delivery, so check that out. And if y'all wouldn't mind, would y'all throw us a bone? Give us 5 stars in this quarantine time to kind of help alleviate the need. The more stars we get, the more promotion we get, sponsorship, ad dollars, listeners. So we'd appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing everybody on the other side of this. Without further ado, Chef Paul Reilly.
The suppression of the use of marijuana and of the forces lurking behind it are the most important jobs this department is now engaged in. In 1930, the records on marijuana in the Washington office of the Narcotics Division scarcely filled a small folder like this. Today, they fill cabinets.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Coloradians and everyone that's smart enough to listen from the outside.
It's one of the most amazing plants we've ever discovered.
The pot party, the trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
I got weed pots.
How are you, Chef?
I'm good, buddy. How are you hanging?
Shit.
For all this.
It's fucking quarantine, man. It sucks. As someone that enjoys spending his time outside, I am really struggling being stuck inside.
I mean, every day is different. Every day is the same. How does that sound?
It's like airport time is the best way to describe it. Like every minute is like drinkable hours, and like there is no breakfast, lunch, and dinner anymore. It's just eat whatever you fucking want at whatever. I had a hot dog at like 9 a.m. this morning because they were looking at me funny in the refrigerator. Like, fuck it. I'm just not really sure what to do with myself. And then I got the dog over here who's just kind of hanging out.
What's your dog's name?
Jerry Garcia.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Say hey, Jerry. Say hey. Say hey.
Hi, Jerry.
Look.
Hi.
Sadly enough, I have the headphones in, so you can't hear you. But
totally.
I heard you, and it's all right. It's not embarrassing. We don't film it. But same old, same old. How have you been holding up? How's life? I mean, tumultuous to say the least.
Weird, surreal. I mean, I everything was like such a sucker punch 2 weeks ago that I only feel like maybe in the last couple days that I've been able to say, okay, like this is actually what needs to happen right now. Being fine, I'm getting some great time with my kids that I wouldn't normally get. So
family first, but at the same time, and you have, a multitude of families because you do spend tons of time at the other locations.
Yeah,
and,
totally.
So it's just the whole dynamic's kind of been flipped on its head.
Yeah.
And I feel like you've also become a penned author, which is kind of wild. Well done.
So,
you're very articulate.
Oh, thank you. I actually, I had a BA in literature and a minor in creative writing. But all through college, I just worked as a short order cook to make money for like beer and drugs. So,
yeah, as we all did.
So now I get to actually use that BA and make my parents happy that they didn't spend all their money in vain just to become a chef.
I mean, at least you're able to kind of like flex those muscles that you're like, did I forget about them? Is it like riding a bike? You know,
A
once you
little
get,
bit,
was
like
it?
a little bit, and I had some help from some other. When I came up with the idea, I had some other full time journalists here in Denver just check it over for me, so I didn't sound like a total idiot.
Be like, hey, will you make sure that, these commas are in the right spot? Or was it
No,
more
no,
like,
that part I'm good about, actually.
see, I'm fucked.
You
I don't
can
know
ask
where a
anybody at
comma
the
goes.
restaurant. I'm like a grammar jerk. I'll be like, that's, you're writing incomplete sentences. You're driving me crazy right now. Yeah.
So like our shorthand conversation, like, God damn it, kept spelled your, or instead of you are, like he's like,
right.
You didn't throw the E on there.
Or I'll say like Kip and I.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, I know those folks. I know folks like that. But I mean, it was well written. And for those that are listening, obviously, we kind of just jumped right into it. I'm sitting down with a friend of mine, Chef Paul Reilly from Coperta, Beast and Bottle, Coperta Pizza out of Broadway Market, and recently just letter was it 303 or 5280?
5280, yep.
5280.
Yep.
And then with Denise over there, they've been we've been campaigning, but as a chef owner, you've come across some tumultuous times here recently as the whole industry, but you've taken to using your platform as a restaurateur and this literary genius or savant, we'll call it that. And you've been able, trying to kind of make sure that we address all facets of this, and that includes legislations, politics, and everything. And so we're excited to have you join us for Quarantine Chronicles, is I think the unofficial official term.
I love it.
Of me getting high and just checking in on y'all. And I want to let our listeners know how they can get your dankness, because I know I had it right before they closed and I posted about it. But, I want to make sure everybody can have the chance to eat fucking fresh, delicious pasta. So I appreciate you taking some time to join me today, break away from what is, I guess, a hectic circus. And
the hectic circus of monotony within my home. Dude, what's even crazier is that I to add a injury to insult here, I actually tore up my knee skiing this season. So I've been like rehabbing my knee while at home. So yeah, my day is full of like physical therapy and just everything you would want.
That's just added. Yeah, that's an added little shit heap. And Chris, my co-host, who he hasn't joined us today. He's been busy just doing things. I think he's doing a Sunday supper series where he's going to cook a little bit.
Okay.
But he broke his arm skiing up at Winter Park maybe a month ago, 6 weeks ago or something of the sort. And he's lucky that it kind of happened before the orthopedics all were like, sorry, this is now elective. And it all had to shut down. So,
No, that's what I was told the other day too, that there's no way an elective surgery is going to happen right now.
Yeah, it'd be so. I mean, keep working on those rubber bands. Doing some deep stretches. Start power walking a little bit. What else have you been up to? I mean, obviously you're in the kit. What's the schedule for the kitchen like over at Coperta right now?
Nothing. I mean, there's literally not a thing going on.
Nothing going on. So you're just literally hanging. Are you literally doing what I'm doing? Just pounding red wine all day.
We try to have happy hour start here at an appropriate hour,
like noon.
I think our average has probably been like 4 to 5 p.m. True happy hour time.
Yeah. Well, there you go. A little bit of restraint.
We're still got to be role models within our home,
I forget that you have kids. I have dogs looking at me, and so
and you're fine there. You can literally start happy hour whenever you wanted.
I mean, to be fair, it's not really – I mean, the problem with – and it was the same thing I posted on the internet when I said that I was going to sit down with y'all. It's like I miss us being able to dick around or like just walking in and like, oh, there's 2 or 3 people hanging out having a glass of wine that you can sit down at the bar and talk with whomever may be working in the area. Like we aren't like – I don't mind drinking at home, but the camaraderie is gone. Like the fun parts of – I enjoy getting hammered drunk, but it's so much more fun getting hammered drunk with
other people.
Yeah, and so I'm dying over here. You have been a little bit kind of, you're more in tune and in touch with the community and with the industry. How long do we expect for this to kind of go on?
I mean, your guess is as good as mine right now, buddy. I think, the law said May 11th, which I was hoping that they overshot that, so maybe they could come back on a couple dates. But it sounds like, as of right this minute, I mean, Denver restaurants are not allowed to open their doors to have guests inside until May 11th at the earliest. And my partners and I made the decision to, just shut her down. We're not doing takeout. A lot of my colleagues and peers out there are, and God bless them. I love seeing what everybody's doing. My opinion is kind of like, if we shut it down now and we all just do our thing for a few weeks, maybe this will come out of it quicker than we had hoped in the first place. So that's where I'm at. If we're being told to stay at home, stay at home. Yep.
Do you feel like you're driving yourself crazy by staying at home? Have you found a new hobby? Are you
actually,
look at your bookshelf.
What's that? Oh yeah, this is constant. So you're here in my library.
You look like you're set up for like an NBC News conversation.
I'm ready for that, actually.
Like, I've been waiting on that nod.
Well, the reason why I told you I might be a few minutes late is actually I'm going to have to run here in just a minute. I've never messed around with like sourdough starters and stuff like that, so I'm taking a loaf of bread out of the oven here in like 4 minutes.
Whoa! I mean, take me with you into the kitchen unless we're on a desktop.
All right, we are on a desktop right now, but like we can
switch this up. We can switch it up if we have to. I'm curious too. I want to see what your sour. So, do you take you have an unbelievable skill set, and y'all have fresh ingredients, pastas, and original recipes. Do you bring this all at home? Like, do you get sick of cooking at home after a little while from obviously cooking all the time at the restaurant and such? Like, is it a nice release?
Cooking at home is actually like my absolute favorite hobby. It's very relaxing to me.
With the kids.
Yeah, they jump in sometimes.
Yeah, didn't you see? I felt like you had some sous chefs the other day that may have been under the working age, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, they still want to keep making more videos, and I'm like, well, let's see. Let's see how it goes.
Dude, start a YouTube page. Great chef and hilarious kids.
I swear to God, the day after we did that, we did like 2 videos. We did one where we made some meatballs, and the next one we made pizza dough. And like the next day, every single chef that I follow on Instagram was doing some sort of like, follow me and cook at home, and like, which is great. I think it's fantastic, especially if it gets people's off minds of.
Do it with children, and you can attract a younger demographic. There's so many parents that are punting on like, oh my God, my kid's being a nightmare. Just give them the iPad, let them watch YouTube. If you have kids rolling out pizza dough and cutting tortellini or some shit, or however the cool little, whatever we had with that lamb ragu the other day, just cool nudes and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought about maybe doing one that would just be pasta shapes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not, honestly, dude, like, I swear to God, even though I don't do much all day, I swear I blink and it's 4 p.m. every day.
That's because that's what you're looking forward to. That's the preset happy hour. Duh. That's why I blink and it's my first drink. I have the same problem.
It's totally true. It's totally
blink
true.
Around 9 a.m. All right, so I have a couple questions that I'm going to ask, you and your peers that are going to join us. We're going to talk about how this is affecting the industry. But first, we want to say, where are places that you've been kind of teeing off on? You can't cook at home every day, so if you are going to go out and eat, we're just pumping each other up, obviously, on a regular basis. Where are we eating right now, Chef? Like, if you're calling it in.
All right, I literally have not had a meal out yet.
Okay, so what are you looking most forward to?
Okay, but I'll tell you, the one that I'm most intrigued about right now is the guys at Acorn. They have this crazy like larder that they have built between different homemade like flours and vinegars and spice pastes that you can get prepared food there, but they're posting